Live, guys. We are live. So let's talk about the Chargers Ravens games. Can it be Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see, guys. So I mean, as far as the experts say right here, it's
not looking good.
It's gonna be all Ravens, is what we're seeing here. So guys, we're all together. Let's get into it.
I'm Dale Henley. You watching the Boat Bros podcast? Let's do it!
Okay, guys, we are going a few minutes early. So, Chargers Ravens. What's up, Matthew? How we doing? What's up?
Yeah.
We're getting right into it.
Yeah.
We're getting right into it.
Just bringing the heat immediately. Look at that. Jeez.
Yep.
Hey, guys. So, throw your questions out as well. We are going to get to them also again. But, yeah, let's go back to this. A lot to discuss here, folks. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see what you guys' thoughts are on the fact that nobody is predicting us to win this game. So what's your thoughts on that, fellas? And James and Kyle, what are your thoughts on that?
I think we're going to see a Christmas miracle early.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's right.
We got a Christmas miracle teed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got insider information here.
Yep.
You're the big naysayer.
Yeah. Not today. Not today.
Not
today. Not today.
No.
No.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying it's more so because the NFL is rigged. So, if they're gonna they're gonna put it towards our favor on this one to keep it interesting for the Chargers.
Well, it's very Chargers-esque to do that. You know, when everybody's down in the dumps, and all of a sudden, whoa, wow, we beat a good team for once.
Yeah, what happened here? What's going on?
That's very Charger-esque.
We lose two, we win two.
Geez.
We lose two, we win two.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty inconsistent and super frustrating all at the same time, and it's just ridiculous the way that this is played out for the Chargers. So, yeah, I mean, we can talk about it all day, but here's the injury report. I know James didn't really have time to do the injury report video that he normally does. So, James, why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, for the Chargers, I mean, we're healthy. Jalen Guyton did have a little bit of a practice on Friday. I mean, he's still kind of dealing with that groin injury. You got Nick Van Nett and JT Woods is out. I know Brandon Staley did talk a little bit about JT Woods, and he's probably still a long ways away. It's interesting because we don't really even know what that illness was. Like, it's still just like,
what is that?
What happened there? I mean, it's been weeks. I swear it's been a month and a half that he's basically been, sick with whatever he had and everything like that. So either which way, that's kind of where it's sitting at. For Baltimore wise, I mean, Mark Andrews, John Harbaugh talked a little bit about how the foot injury is not as bad as they initially thought. So they're trying to see if he can kind of get healthy, probably thinking for more playoffs versus just shut him down completely for the game or for the year. So we'll see kind of where that goes. He's not playing against us this weekend at all. Odell Beckham is a game time based decision for the Ravens.
Yep.
Zay Flowers, Malik Harrison, I think are ones that are just kind of out there seeing how they're going to feel for game time. I think they're going to be fine though, all around. And then also for Ronnie Staley, I think that he's going to be out. Trent Simpson's going to be out too. So all around, I mean, they got a little bit of a banged up squad. We don't have as nice as a injury report that we had in a few weeks ago, which was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But, at the same side, I mean, we're healthy for the most part. It's just about, our players executing. I mean, Andrew and I, we drove up from San Diego just now. And I mean, it's just talking about is the scheme the problem or the players the problem? I mean, it's really a little mixture of both at this point. So, we'll see kind of what happens for this game. And this would be absolutely a game where all of a sudden the Chargers find a way to be able to make it happen. And yeah, exactly. This game could be closer. Once again, we're over 100-something games of 1-point games in the last, 10 plus years. So We love one score type games, and this could easily be a one score type game.
I like the name too by Harambe's homeboy.
Harambe's homeboy,
pretty
man.
hilarious, dude. Pretty hilarious.
Man, legend.
Yeah, legend, dude.
In Harambe we trust.
In Harambe we trust. Yeah. So yeah, a couple call-ups today, guys. Alex Erickson got moved up, and then Hunter Campmore got moved up.
Yep.
Another tight end. Actually, no, this is Erickson. The other guy was Campmore. So flop it, swip it, flop it, bop it.
Bop it,
flip it,
bop it.
Bop it, and then Andrew Farmer's available, so he'll be an edge rusher.
Yep.
And I think Hollins is going to be.
I think he's the next slide too.
Yeah. No. This is Blake Erickson or Blake. Lynch.
Yeah,
that's Lynch. So he came in for
53 too.
Yeah. He came in for tandem use, so he's going to be playing mostly special teams at this point. But yeah, lots to discuss there with that. But again, this is interesting. Top 10 offenses from week 2001 to week 11, 2023, and their defenses. Guys, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing. Look at the Lions. See, the thing is, you got to be balanced, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. You just do. You know, if anyone's going to predict anybody to go far, look, Cowboys looks good. Bills looks good. Gee, I mean, those 4 teams, well, 5 teams, really, and then us.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. 30th ranked defense, folks. Wow.
Well, and that's very on par for what our offense to defense amount of scoring points on offense versus what we give up on defense. It's literally been a 1-point difference between that. Hence why we, for the last 10 years, we constantly have these 1-point losses or 1 point or 1 score based wins, I should say. So it's very, very on par for not even just the last 2021 to currently to week to 11. It's almost like for the last 10 years, it's been like this. And you think about it, McCoy, Lynn, and Brandon Staley, we have kind of the same repetitive situation here.
Yeah.
Defense is giving up too much. Offense is barely scoring enough, but we're always having heart attack games. So last 10 years has felt like 40 years for us Charger fans.
We're aging in dog years now, guys.
That's what we're doing. Exactly. Exactly.
Fire that fool. What's up, y'all? Guys, I'll tell you right now, man, it's rough, dude. You keep seeing his defensive scheme, and it's just
it's tough.
3rd and 1, 3rd and 4. You just give all this like open space. Makes no sense from a defensive perspective. Again, throw your questions out as well, guys. We'll get to them as well. But yeah, it's beyond frustrating. It's beyond frustrating. So again, maybe good segue into these guys. I know. Is this Tweedledee, Tweedledum? What are we talking about here? No, I mean, but look, honestly, Brandon's look. A lot of the players have stuck up for Brandon Staley recently, and you're not going to throw your coach under the bus. You're just not going to do that.
No.
But guys, there's a lot to be said, and again, there's a lot coming out that Telesco and Staley are the ones deciding the personnel, and the personnel is not performing well, so both are to blame at this point. And it's frustrating, right? It's really, really frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here we go. Y'all ready for a 3-point loss?
Yeah, that's exactly it, Kyle.
And then it's a 3 gummy after party.
Mm-hmm.
So you forget about the game.
Gummy.
3 gummy after party, right? So, but again, I mean, again, who's more to blame, Brandon Staley or Tom Telesco? Look, I'm starting to say Tom Telesco's been with us 10 years. And we've had
11 years now.
11 years.
I think it's his 11th.
Oh, this is 11th
year. Yeah.
With complete mediocrity, right?
Yeah.
I think there comes a point where, hey, we're getting a new building, new facility. Maybe we should start fresh, find something new.
The whole new team, please.
What are y'all wearing to the funeral? These beanies, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm. These beanies real nice. From Bolt City Diehards, the collaboration that we have. They're up in our merch store or whatever. Get them with a hat.
I'll throw the link in our chat too for a merch store.
Yeah, and also we're gonna be wearing the navies.
Yep.
So Navy, jerseys and everything like that. So yeah, we'll be at Thunder Alley.
Which I think we're also 0-4 with the Navy jerseys.
Yes, we are 0-4. Yes.
Hey!
So yeah, hey, wow,
Yeah.
Chihuahua,
Yes,
not good.
It's like, well, there we go.
Yeah. So I mean, it's frustrating, guys. I mean. Look, okay, so I'll say this. I'm just going to say this right out of the gate. Okay, guys, good question. If we lose this game, let's say we get blown out. Let's say we get like absolutely donkey punch dominated.
Yeah.
Do the Spanos family make a change after this game?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
So I was thinking about this with Anthony Lynn. So Anthony Lynn, I think it might have been in the Navies actually too. At home when we got smoked by the Patriots. And I think it was Cam Newton in that game. I think we lost like 45-0 or something in that game.
Oh,
And
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That was the game. I remember when Anthony Lynn got, fired later that season. After that game, he was told, "Hey, you're going to be fired by the end of the season," kind of thing. So I think that's, if something like that happened, it would probably be told at that point, "Hey, you're going to get let go by the season. Just run out for the rest of the season from that point, and then we'll go from there." But even to say, and I'm going to say this, taking people a little bit off the edge of the cliff there, even to say if you lose this game, once again, in charge of true fashion, you're not out at all still. You still have the ability to run through the rest of the season and win all the games. Maybe I'm being the positive guy here or whatnot, but you do have the opportunity. If you do win out, you have a chance to get to the playoffs. Now, that's very difficult to be able to get to 10-7, but either which way, I mean, they have a chance still regardless, but it's not going to be an easy journey by any means. It's going to be like Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Have you seen that meme where they're like, ride, and it's like a hard ride or whatever? That's boat, like basically what it is. Boat country. Let's ride.
Yeah, Birch giveaway. Actually, we are probably going to be doing that. Actually, when are the sunglasses coming in? The Bolt Bros.
Well, I haven't gotten any pre-orders on it, so I know some people have said stuff, but also in our links we have a link there.
Yeah,
for people to pre-order. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a gander at the goose, and again, Brandon Staley's defense and Justin Herbert's pretty awesome. I mean, look, I've been very frustrated with this.
Yeah.
Just situational defense has been very frustrating. If you guys have been watching my defensive videos, gosh, dude, guys, 3rd and 1, and you're playing 7 yards off of your wide receiver cover. I just don't get it. Like, and again, you were talking about the Lions game.
Yeah.
Packers-Lions.
Big difference.
Lions went for it a ton of times,
yep.
And the Packers stopped them quite a few times on 4th down.
They only got it one time, so it was 1 out of 5.
Basically.
That was the difference maker to that entire game. And they got a ton of pressure, and they ended up getting Jared Goff to fumble the ball a couple times too. I mean, a young team like the Packers versus an experienced front end of our defense, we should have basically had the same type of idea.
Yes,
now,
agreed.
Big thing on a 4th and 1 situation or a 4th and 6 or something like that, we played a lot more tighter coverage and we played closer to them versus ended up playing 7 yards off of them and give them a huge gap to be able to get a 1st down. I mean, it's asinine at this point on like how much of an issue it's been with our defense. It's unbelievable.
That's your new nickname. I'm gonna call you Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, baby.
Let's go.
Your
Cracker Barrel.
Oh man. Goomba, man, don't knock them pancakes.
Hey man.
Don't knock them pancakes.
Hey man, you ain't 82 years old. You ain't 82 years old. You don't need to go to Cracker Barrel.
Harambe's on my side, man. Gooba, that sucks.
Yeah.
Man, this year too? Oh man. Struggle, bro.
Yeah.
They got so much Christmas stuff right now in there, man. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, man, you get all your Christmas gifts right there.
You get your pancakes and your Christmas gifts all the same spot.
Oh, it's great.
I think I know exactly what I need to get for Andy for Christmas.
Nothing from Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, it's a I love Cracker Barrel sweater.
That's it. Let's go.
Gosh, okay. But it is kind of funny. I did have a thought about this. I kind of want to throw this out there. There's tons of rumors that Bill Belichick's going to come to the Chargers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, there is an argument to be made that maybe they wouldn't make a change. Let's say we do lose the game pathetically in horrible donkey punching fashion that only the Chargers can do. Hey, Bull Babes, how we doing? Then maybe you say, okay, fine. Well, we're going to get Bill Belichick, and he's going to be the GM and the head coach.
Yeah.
And then he'll run the whole show. But I mean, gosh, that guy's a curmudgeon, dude. I mean, this guy, I don't even know about this dude, but who knows, Yeah.
And Andrew and I were chatting about that when we were coming back up from San Diego and everything. It's, it's a lot of reasons where you could say, hey, positive, the guy's won multiple Super Bowls with Tom Brady. But was it Tom Brady that made Belichick? Could Justin Herbert be the new Tom Brady? I mean, Justin Herbert is a fantastic quarterback, right? And I mean, Bill Belichick basically, is still a part of the game plan to create a game plan to win Super Bowls. So you kind of look at it as, does he have a bad personnel right now? Does he have a stale relationship with the Patriots right now? Also, we talked about, if he came over, he would probably bring in Josh McDaniels, ironically. Now, I would probably say in the interviewing process, I would be like, man, process.
We don't want Josh McDickhead.
We don't want him. We don't want that guy. You got Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator or something like that. Like, that's one thing. And now, obviously, would he want to be a GM? I don't know. I mean, the thing about it is there's a big investment to get a guy like this.
Yeah.
And so
it would be a lot of money.
But it would be a splash hire, and probably everybody in the offseason would be like, whoop, there goes them Chargers. Let's get the hype again.
Yeah.
And then let's underperform for the year kind of thing. But, who knows? I mean, you're in a division with a lot of good coaches right now.
Yeah.
And Raiders, you best believe they're going to try to go spend another $20 million plus on some dude every year, and then they're going to fire him midseason, and then they're going to payroll for their coaches. Is going to go buck wild. But, they're going to go after the Jim Harbaugh. Maybe they're going to go after, obviously, Belichick, too. Yep. I mean, Tom Brady is a partial owner, or supposedly partial owner of the Raiders. So who knows?
Yes, we are here. We were in San Diego. We just barely got back. We're in LA now. We will be at Thunder Alley. What's up? Harbaugh instead. Okay, Harbaugh would be better.
I agree.
What's up? Yeah, guys. And save most of your deep thought questions for afterwards. And if we don't get to your question, throw it out again, guys, if you don't mind. That's totally fine. So this is kind of an interesting conversation. So I know we all know that Quentin had a bad rep, bad
game,
bad whatever, right?
Yep.
So on Wednesday, Johnson told ESPN 10 games he was hesitant. I agree with that.
Very much.
If you guys watch my videos, he looks timid. He doesn't look physical in any shape or he's not even high pointing. He's not doing anything. Obviously, whatever I was doing at first was not working. Honestly, I was kind of holding myself back a little bit, but why would you do that? I think there's a mental thought there too, right? Like, okay, if you're told, hey, you're not going to be the number one wide receiver and yada, yada, you think, okay, well, I'm just here to learn. And you're just kind of taking a back seat. And maybe there was a conversation in his mind where he's just, I'm just going to kind of freeload this season.
Right.
But he can make a splash, man.
He easily can.
So I'm just kind of changing how I approach things differently. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to start slow. I need to fix it. And that's all I focus on, which is good. So I'm excited. So what do you guys think about this comment from QJ?
So this is my random thought about this whole thing. So think about when you get hired in an office and you're being the timid dude, you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed kind of going in there, and you're just trying to be, hey, yeah, great times. This is the best job of my life kind of thing. And you're having a good time. And then, at some point, like, you got to kind of test the waters a little bit and try to find out, like, how crazy can you act in this office? How weird can you be? And what's the vibe of this office?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just trying to figure out the vibe of the NFL, vibe of the office, vibe of the position. And now he's like realizing, okay, I'm 10 games in now. Like, I could maybe get a little loosey-goosey and maybe go out there and play a little bit more confidently. Or you could, put some jokes out there because you showed what you could do kind of thing. Or I don't know, like, maybe that's a weird way to look at it, but anytime that I've looked at it, maybe, but every guy, based upon your guys' expressions, you're kind of like, I don't know what this dude's saying.
Yeah, it sounds like,
but I don't know.
Land your plane, please. It's coming in for a landing, dude. What's happening?
I'm just saying, sometimes
it's tilting. We're about to crash. I don't know what the hell you're saying.
Sometimes you go into offenses and you're timid because you're the new guy. You're the new guy. You don't know where you fit in. You get in, but you don't know how to fit in.
Yeah,
maybe he's just trying to figure out how to fit in now.
Well, I feel like,
and that's all I'm saying.
Sure.
I feel like your best point was at the beginning is that, like, he was told he's not going to be the guy.
Yeah, 100%.
So because of that, he's like, okay, I'm going to reel back a little bit, like maybe not put full effort. But then obviously as Mike Williams went down, like Joshua Palmer went down, now he's going to get a lot more looks and a lot more targets and stuff like that. So now he didn't make that switch in his head. It's like, I better start performning now,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
And that makes sense, right? Well, again, we interviewed Deion Henley. Deion Henley essentially said the same thing.
Yeah.
You're entering a very, seasoned,
very stacked room.
Yeah. And so, bottom line, maybe he thought, okay, well, it's cool. I'll just learn from Allen and Williams,
Palmer.
But I think it's a lame excuse. And truly, like,
I mean,
dude, he needs to put his head in the game. I mean, he one kick, bro. If he had caught that one ball,
everybody would love him. Everybody would have loved him,
dude.
Everybody.
No, you're right. I mean,
so frustrating, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're in the NFL. Make the best of it now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like you play 100% like at that point, you know?
Yep. 100%.
So Gordon, this is a good point. And again, maybe save most of your questions for a little later on, but again, our O-line is not getting a push.
Not at all.
If you notice, so Nick Van Ed has a concussion. He's definitely going to be out. But the reality is this, at the end of the day, we're just kind of a finesse team, and we're not finessing well at all.
No,
we're not physical. No. We're not physical on both sides of the ball, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so, but, pass pro is okay, but I think Herbert makes pass pro look pretty good. So, I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating.
If that's referring to the tush push specifically, like I kind of think about this too, is that I think there's a rhythm and a cadence to it that we're not getting. Like it's like this thing that Jalen Hurts is doing whatever perfectly to make it. Yeah, I mean, that's a very good.
Hey, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
We saw
that's the street way to call it. That's the street way to call it.
They got pills for that.
Yeah.
Me like this. Me won't be like this.
I do. Oh man,
there's pills for that guy.
That's right. Yeah, but we're in LA. We're not too far from Mexico.
That's right.
Just getting a little boat ride.
Is that the reason why we went down to San Diego? We were already down there. Hey yo. Hey, the Blue Chew, there it is.
Yeah, they should all the players should take one of those blue bombers right before the game.
Could walk around with an erection the whole time. That's
why don't we get an affiliate program with this? If you're down in the dumps as Chargers fans and you need a little rise,
you need to bolt up.
If you're like this, I won't be like this.
We're bolted down, but you could be bolted up. Really?
Oh my gosh! If you're feeling bolted down, we can get you bolted up real quick. Oh my gosh! All right.
That'd be fantastic. We got to reach out to Blue Chew.
We got to reach out to Blue Chew.
We got an idea.
Go for hams.
Blue Chew, you're getting a call from us. Okay, so let's talk. Okay, obviously Herbie. We're gonna be in the navies. By the way, I wish we went all Navy.
Yeah.
The helmet, everything, all Navy.
The
old school.
And it works really good for like a night game too. Because I feel like you're coming a little bit more like, all murdered out. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I
think it would look dope.
I just don't love the white helmet with the Navy. And then we're doing the blue color rush with
the Bills?
No, the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
On the 10th? Okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
Anyway, so okay, here's the pass chart. We can show you a couple plays. We'll try and tee up a couple plays as well. We'll see if we can get a couple to work here. But again, pass chart's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
guys. If Q had caught that here, that would have been.
He could have gone to the house.
Oh my god,
I could have gone to the house.
Dude, how many? So we were talking 21 touchdowns, 21 points.
21 points was left on the
21
field.
touchdowns.
Essentially. 21 touchdowns.
We left 21 touches on the field, guys. Wow.
Well, probably for the season, we probably left 21 touchdowns, give or take. We easily could have scored a lot more.
Gosh, no joke, dude.
It's really frustrating to see. And it's frustrating to see the Packers end up beating the Lions and doing it very handily, too, on Turkey Day. It's frustrating to watch that all around. So, yeah, are we a bad team? Are we a bad team, or are we just a team that just barely hangs out? Are we the slump busters?
That's right.
Are we the
slump busters?
Are we the slump busters?
You just need to get a little piece of ass, move on, get your groove back.
Man, we talking bolt down and bolt up?
Bolt down, bolt. It's falling off the tracks, guys. Falling off the tracks. All right, guys. So this is the one play that I just love.
I think the boat babes want to meet up with me. I think they're going to roofie me with one of them blue chews.
They probably are. Guys, I love this, right? You got to see Herbo run, dude. Little Herbo run, bro. I feel like let us know if this
dude, look at that run.
By the way, that should have been a touchdown. I wish he had made that, but let us know if that looks pretty good on your side as well, guys. But again, actually looks pretty good from what we can see.
Solid, yeah.
From what I'm seeing on my side,
But the thing is, guys, it's frustrating, right? Herbert, I think he was our leading rusher last game, but didn't he get like 80 yards rushing, something like that? So again, there's just a lot of really good. We are the slump busters. Bro, it's frustrating. It's just absolutely frustrating. And I just don't understand why it's just that way. And we just sort of struggle over and over again,
One thing about in that last game, I felt like it was truly Justin Herbert putting that game on his shoulders.
Yes.
And him with running the ball is something we need to see a lot more, obviously. Because I think he really almost kind of brought shades of being at the Rose Bowl game against Wisconsin before he came into the NFL. He ran 4 touchdowns in that game and put the team on his back and made it happen. I love seeing that. His pocket presence, he has mobility for a big dude like that. It's great.
Yeah, but look at him coming around. Look at this. Guys, the footwork
of tough throw too.
But the footwork of Herbert is fantastic. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Look at this.
Man
boom,
in
boom,
his face
boom,
right
boom.
here. Boom.
Look at that. And that was just like a flick.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this guy, 91, look, big button gut. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Nope, not today, bitch. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's sick, man. I mean, he's got just great footwork. It's just so athletic, man. I don't know. I get frustrated with, where we sit sometimes, with this general conversation with Herbert, unfortunately. And it sucks because everyone goes, oh, Herbert sucks. Well, it ain't Herbert,
Yep.
It ain't freaking Herbert, guys,
No.
And then here's another good example. We'll show you one more.
Wow. But even to say, like, I like how it said, this would put a hole in any man's chest.
Yep.
Wow. Well, like, dude, and
Yep.
I think honestly, Keenan Allen just couldn't see because the sun was right in his eyes.
Yep.
Which, I've done that playing sports and pickleball. Sometimes you're doing that overhead and you just I can't see the ball anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, the sun. Yeah, I mean the sun. I blame everything on the sun. Oh man, what happened? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, dang sun, dude, got my eyeballs, man.
Got my eyeballs. What's happening?
Man.
Oh, boop. See, look at that. That literally bounced 5 yards off of his chest.
Yeah. Yep. That was a straight rifle to the. It was literally on the numbers. It was literally on the numbers.
Yeah. So, anyways, pretty frustrating. Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot to be said about all this, guys. And again, yeah. There's plenty to talk about. Okay, so let's talk about the offense real quick, and then we'll go into the defense here as well too. Okay, so Herbo. Oh, here we go. This is we got a lot covering up here right now. But again, points per game, 25th. They're scoring more than us, which kind of sucks.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much we're beating them on passing, rushing. They're first in the league, which is. It's going to be interesting.
Well, it's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's so good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And by the way, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Xander. It doesn't look like he's getting called up today. They're probably going to, integrate him a little more, but who knows if they really need to. Total offense, we'll just look at it this way. Total offense, 11th or 7th. I mean, we're pretty even for the most part. But again, they're rushing. Whew. They're rushing. Yeah. That rushing is the big thing right there.
Right.
I mean, what's interesting though is that obviously defense were pretty good against the rush, hypothetically.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a big part of this game. I think it's really about just trying to find a way to keep Lamar Jackson at bay.
Yeah.
Don't let him use his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way to do that is to either have Kyler Murray or Kenneth Murray.
I was gonna say Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
Kenneth Murray. It's still cake. Yeah.
Maybe they're brothers.
Or Eric Kendricks, just a QB spy. You're just gonna sit there, and just wait for him to run up.
Well, I mean, personally, I would say Deion Henley would be a better situation because he's faster, and Lamar Jackson's very fast. I mean,
sure.
I don't think Eric Kendricks is nearly as fast and has the pursuit speed to be able to get Lamar Jackson. So,
right.
I don't know. Those are things that I know they've talked a little bit about some adjustments on defense, which obviously you need adjustments on defense. So I would like to be able to see Deion more involved in like the pass defense situations.
By the way, we got a little stat with Eck here, man. He's losing speed, bro. He is losing speed. It is bad.
Yeah.
But this interesting conversation here, right? He belongs here. Dean Marlowe and Brandon Staley. Like everyone knows that Brandon Staley's under a ton of fire. Everyone wants his heart cut out with a spoon.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm just saying, like, I don't understand these formations we keep putting our guys in. It's a problem. I mean, it's just an absolute problem. Again, we're talking about defense now. I don't know how we're going to stop these guys. I mean, these guys are physical, dude. These guys are nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty boys. Like Paula Abdul said, they nasty boys.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, exactly. They're not watching the games. It's frustrating, right? It's just aggravating. So, and again, I like Dean Marlowe. This is interesting. Oh, actually, this is a little bit cut off here. But basically what he says, it's let's see how he says it. It's on us. Erwin James said the coach is not telling us to go out there and hold and foul. You know what I mean? He says essentially that it's all on the players.
Yeah,
that the players are not executing the defense correctly. It's a little blown up. Apologize for that, guys. And again, but it's ridiculous to me
I think that picture right there took the blue chews.
It took the blue chews.
Derwin James Jr.
It's a little enlarged right now.
It's a little engorged.
Bolted up, baby.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
out some blue chews at Thunder Alley.
Ate some blue chews.
Oh,
we should hand.
Boy,
have little lightning bolts on them.
Oh man. Like, is this ecstasy? Or what
by the way, Kendrick's. There are a lot of people talking about Kendrick's not looking that good anymore.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty slow and all the above. But again, defensively, let's talk about this right here. So points allowed, 23rd. Ravens, they're second in the league, guys. So statistically speaking, they're definitely better than us.
Yeah,
by defense.
By a big margin.
What you're saying is we don't have a chance.
Yeah. Third in total defense.
Yeah.
So our defense better step up, but it's gonna be tough. This is, I mean, what is it? I think they're favored by 3.5. Is that right?
Yeah,
I think it was odd. 6. I thought I saw 6 or something recently.
Really?
Yeah,
but either way,
I think it was 3.5. Yeah, but either way, rushing defense, we're right there with them. Passing, horrible. Look at that, yowzers!
Yeesh.
A pick or two, and it might be done for the Chargers. Oh, there's one slide I got to show you guys as well. But again, it's rough. Sacks. They got a lot of sacks.
Yeah,
44th. And we're 34th. Takeaways, we're right there with them. So, a lot to discuss about that, guys. I mean, man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really hard.
Great.
Good to see you, Barbie.
The chat's saying that it's a 13.5 for the spread right now.
Wow, 13.5.
13.5.
Wow.
I think I'm seeing a Ravens spread of -3 right now.
Yeah, so I think it's 3. I don't think it's okay. So he's just making.
That's what he's expecting.
Hey, you're just making it funny. Okay, I get it. You're making it funny. All right, so let's just end with this. Talking about Eckler, pretty interesting. I was a little frustrated with some of his comments, right? But he keeps saying he's been an elite fantasy option in years. Eckler was only running 13 miles an hour when he got tackled from behind by 2 people, and the third person was good. I thought he looked slow as hell. He was on my offensive video.
I thought he was going to take it to the house. And
he should have.
And he was slowing down. I was like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, and Trey Pipkins had a faster acceleration time on that play.
Yeah. 4.4 no mo.
So Eckler, I don't know, man. I don't see it, and I don't know, man. I definitely don't think we'll keep Eckler. I mean, that's for sure. But
I don't know if it's just like his ankle's that much of an issue still, or it is an issue. I mean, I feel like games previously when he came back, he seemed like he ran a little bit faster, but that play was so weird. I thought he was taking it to the house. But whatever.
Yeah, Eckler, maybe his bonuses are affecting him. He knows he's not going to make his extra
he's definitely
bags.
not going to get those.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he's like, my incentives aren't there, so what does it matter? But that's still bullshit, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to go out there and compete. And and he doesn't look good, dude. He looks weird out there. Yeah, he does. He just looks strange. You'll be by the tacos. Okay, there's a lot of tacos. Which one? Yeah, so let us know where you guys are going to be. We're going to be there for sure. So look for the yellow beanies. All 3 of us will have beanies out there. But again, it's frustrating. Okay, so guys, throw out your questions as well. So, there's a lot to discuss. Lamar gets his gold jacket this weekend.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Again, so guys, here's the question. Blue chew chocolate. There you go. Yowzers.
Yikes.
He's going to have the Lamar's going to have the first 200 yards rushing and 300 yards passing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just
the Lamar Jackson show.
So the question is, guys, okay, score predictions, 1, throw those in there. And then do you think that if we lose badly, let's say we lose badly, does Staley lose his job? And then we make a switch? Because I would love to see at least Kellen Moore have the rest of the season as a head coach, see what happens. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Is he the guy? Because then he could go out and get a defensive coordinator that he likes. Maybe he doesn't want Derek Ainsley, or maybe Derek Ainsley turns the defense around. Or maybe he hires me. I'll be the defensive coordinator. We just play man the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah. That's
right.
it.
That's
Done.
Yes. All right.
Done.
Like, hey, but if you get one of the bros, you're gonna get all three of the bros. You know.
That's right.
That's right.
No, just me.
Nope.
Nah.
Nah, just me.
Yep.
We'll be the three-headed monster.
That's right.
Okay. What do you guys think about Rappaport coming out saying that Staley is a good defensive coach? I'm pretty sure BS. Blowing him, yeah.
You know, it's called paid advertising.
Yeah, probably.
Just getting a little, you know, a little bit of money underneath the table there. You know, so yeah.
I mean, but the other side of it is, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, maybe he is a good coordinator. Maybe we just have the wrong players. Like, maybe we're just not executing. I mean, that's the other side to look at it too. So,
well, I think bottom line. So I watched a video about the Raiders and the Dolphins, and it said this is exactly how the Vic Fangio defense should be run, and it was the Dolphins running Vic Fangio's defense correctly. And you're not seeing that with the Chargers.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not even at all. And so clearly there is some personnel issues, but I also think they're calling them at very bad times.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's a mixture of both, right? I mean, why third and long like that? And it's just ridiculous. You're just like, no, dude, like stop doing that. You know, it's terrible.
Yep. So what was Aether got here? Me and my baby James already talked about this. It will not make any sense to fire Staley if we lose. You have more building. Wait for the season to end. Move on. You know, and that's the thing. Like I chatted about, like we hired more for a reason.
Yeah.
And you know, it's obviously we got rid of you know, Lombardi and everything like that, and we had to put in somebody for offensive coordinator. But at the same side, like you do have him in the building for a reason, and I think it is to see how he coaches, see how he works with the organization, see what the ownership thinks about him. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they're really thinking about trying to get him as a head coach next year. I mean, it kind of fits a little bit for the Chargers to do something like that. I mean, it's a cheaper hire as a head coach if they do move on from Staley.
Well, but
I don't want to see them go cheap on a coach again.
Yeah, I know.
Just like
I know.
it just so irritates me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've spent all this money on great players. We pay them tons of money because they're veterans and stuff like that. But we have like a young coach who's, you know, still trying to figure out where players need to be after game 4.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like,
and he's still talking about switching up the secondary at week 11.
It's just like, dude.
So, by the way, just so
you
you
know,
know,
figure that out.
Derwin James is running star now, so he'll be more of a linebacker, edge rusher. So he'll be more in the box, which I do like, but that just means that Marlowe and Gilman will be deep now.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dude, you're figuring this out now. Okay, matchups are you going to be watching? What are you thinking here?
Who's going to cover likely the tight end? Is he going to be a factor? Because, I mean, I've always viewed Lamar Jackson leaning very heavily on tight ends. And likely obviously came in for Mark Andrews. So is likely going to be the likely target. Now, is Odell Beckham going?
Pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended. But also, you got to look at it with Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
You know,
that's going to be...
I mean,
who's probably ASJ is going to be on him probably because he's like
it's going to be a speedy guy.
Size thing.
Yeah, I mean ASJ would probably fit pretty well for him.
Yeah,
and Odell he'll be game time, right?
Yeah, and he'll be game time. So
I would assume he probably won't play, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, he looked pretty banged up.
Yep.
But who knows? I mean, I don't know the guy.
Who knows?
Like I don't hang out with him.
But even to say the bigger one, I mean, just like to Kyle's point, one of the bigger matchups too is who's going to watch Lamar Jackson and find a way to actually cover the dude. Yeah. If he runs.
See, I think that should be K9, in my opinion.
Yeah.
K9 should just take the whole backfield. The whole backfield.
And K9's having a great year. So, and unfortunately, Eric Kendricks is looking a little slow out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, the chat was basically saying that their grandma can actually outrun him. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, too, with a lot of the linebackers, they're flat-footed, just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, they're not on their toes. They're not moving. They're just standing there. And a guy who's already running to a guy who's flat-footed, the guy who's running is going to win every time. Like, it's a really frustrating thing to watch. They just kind of leave them right in the middle and just let them stand there. It's like you can run around a statue anytime if you're already running around.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, come on.
All right.
GM Spanos, our head coach. I don't know. To be honest with you, I have a hard time thinking it's the Spanos family just because I think they're spending money. I mean, we're expensive, but it's the head coach that has to
has to coach the players.
Has to coach the players, but then the GM, I would say Spanos less than head coach number one, and then GM in the middle is what I think.
I'm going to say it's a Spanos because they're the ones actually doing the hiring of these people.
Mm-hmm.
So you go back to and say last 3 coaches that we've had, they've just have been hot shot guys, hot names in the NFL for whatever reason, and they just end up going cheap and they don't get the great results that they're looking for. You go back to Spanos' in the 2000s, we had Marty Schottenheimer, who actually did some of the better Chargers teams that we've ever had. Norv Turner, we even got the AFC Championship game with him and everything too. Like guys that are experienced that you could probably go out there and get that could be, be able to outcoach other people kind of thing. So basically what I'm saying is that I think that they've gotten a little lazy with their choices of head coaches and GMs at this point. And I'm going to say the Spanos. And in my prediction, if the Spanos ended up selling the team, I think there's going to be a lot of Charger fans showing up all of a sudden out of San Diego.
I agree. I agree. I think people would like to see them gone.
Yeah.
Myself included, I guess. I mean, they just don't seem like good managers. Who covers Odell?
I mean, is it going to be Derwin?
No, it'd probably be Mikey Davis or ASJ, one of the two.
Probably Mike Davis,
Size for size. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Aether, bold predictions, unthinkable, force 3 turnovers, hold Lamar to under 100 yards rushing, 27-23. Ooh, I'll take that all day.
I'm in.
If that happens, the NFL's rigged. Guys, the NFL's rigged. I'd be like, all right, conspiracy theorist is back on, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like we shouldn't have lost the stupid fudge Packers, and we did.
Yeah.
And we did. Yeah. So it's stupid, right? The whole thing. And more. The only reason why I bring up Moore at all is just because I think at the end of the day, you got to figure out what he is as a head coach. Is he the guy that can take over? And they might even put Ryan Ficken in there. Might be Ryan Ficken. Special teams guy.
That'd be real interesting.
The thing that'd be interesting about that, in my opinion, is special teams is pretty simple to. Well, I wouldn't say it's simple to run, but it's potentially a little less complex than offense and defense. And then secondarily, he could easily become, the head coach, right? That would eliminate the discussion of, all right, I'm going to continue calling the plays, right? So, yeah. Well, if they just gash us like crazy, man, if they play that soft zone like we've been playing, he will be.
Yep. Well, you could probably bet some sort of no-name 4th to 5th, string kind of guy ends up having 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he all of a sudden looks like a stud. Everybody's picking him up on fantasy. He's the late pickup to bring me to the playoffs kind of thing. That's tends to be the theme with the Chargers.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and it's interesting. Okay, is the football is that the person to play?
Yeah, that's John Spanos.
John
Spanos,
he's
the actual director of football operations for the Chargers itself.
So he's the right guy.
Yeah, and
he does a
Dean
lot.
Spanos is really just a figurehead now at this point.
True.
Yep, 100%. So John Spanos is involved with a lot of the hiring processes, a lot of the overall hiring process throughout the entire organization. So he is definitely one to be able to look at.
Yeah, and the question is, why would they? I don't know. I mean, you have to ask yourself that question. Well, I got to keep my kids hired. It's basically what Dean Spanos is saying.
I mean, family owned since 1970, something like that.
Yeah,
it was 87.
Yeah, so you're right. Yeah.
Boy, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
But is that us to win? Or to lose?
Are we winning?
Yeah. Is that Chargers or Ravens?
But it's a pretty honest prediction. It's probably going to be a 3-point difference.
Well, and again, but guys, like this NFL season's been so freaking weird, dude.
Yeah.
When the Packers beat the Lions, like what happened with that?
Yeah.
Like so stupid, man. I mean, this has been a weird year.
Yeah.
This gonna be a weird year. Chargers going to shock the world, winning a field goal, 3 seconds of the clock. I'll be sick. Dicker the kicker, baby. I like it.
Oh, man. Yeah. Dicker's basically one of our more consistent players on the dang team.
Yep.
Him and Herbert are pretty much the 2 consistent dudes on this team.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Jeez.
Yep.
49-3. Damn. That is
wow.
That is.
Well, we're leaving at about quarter.
After first quarter,
we're leaving.
That,
Active Thunder Alley, boys.
That's called the Donkey Show in Tijuana, is what that is.
Hey,
holy smokes! Okay, let's go Bolts. Here we go.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know either, but
yeah, sure.
Yeah, here we go. Aether. Here we go.
What is it?
James has been following my Chargers longer than I have. He knows every time you doubt this team, they find a way to win. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I guess we should just be the Doubt Bros then.
The Doubt Bros. Let's go.
This is Doubt the Bros all day.
Doubt Bros. Let's go
all day long.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, Bo, babe, this is Low Supply. This is the Charger hat on Low Supply. So this is the trucker version for the Chargers.
Yep. LOS Supply.
Yeah,
check
Low
them
Supply
out on Instagram. I think they're doing like a Black Friday. Man, we got to get paid for this stuff, dude.
Yeah, are they buying
Black
something?
Friday? I think they're doing a Black Friday thing.
Let's see. Low Supply.
It was like 35% off or something, all the hats or
what?
Whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I mean, we bought a bunch of them already.
Yeah.
I think we got all the Charger hats anyway, so.
Yeah, we bought them all. Hey, they better hit us up, dude. They got to give us a.
Yeah, you got to give us a shout out, dude. Come on, man.
Affiliate link here.
Affiliate link. Let's go.
Hook us up, dude.
Isn't the Ravens actually scout special teams gunner at college? Are they good special teams units? Yeah, usually they do. Typically.
Yeah.
They're always a well-coached team, man.
Very much. Yeah.
Zach Benson. Hey, it's been a while, Zach. How you been? Nice. I love Staley and his balls. Oh, and the balls he has. Oh.
Jeez.
And throw the offense under the bus. Yeah, I know. I actually kind of felt the same way. I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah, and F the fans. That's like true. And that
I was
whole,
a little frustrated with all that.
A little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, man.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of it. I mean, look, he's already there. I mean, is he the guy? I don't know. I mean, look, I just think that you got to know what you have with that guy. I mean, think of it. Shane Steichen, Nick Sirianni. Those are two head coaches right now. Riverboat Ron.
Riverboat Ron.
Yeah, he's been out forever. I mean, we've had a million head coaches, so it's like, dude, so I guarantee the argument right now with the Spanos is if they keep him is like, well, dude, we just got to give him one more year. But it's like, bro, like, it ain't gonna work. Like, we got like the best there anyways.
So it's funny. Chris B talks about, he said, let's pool our money together to buy the Chargers and hire a real HC. I'm in for $200. Who's with me?
Oh, damn.
So the last like billion, plus dollar, what was it? Powerball or whatever it was. I was telling my wife, I was like, we win. I'm investing at least $500 million. And I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to go to the Spanos and say, I'm giving you $500 million. Give me a percentage of this team.
Let's go.
Because I don't care. Just here's $500 million.
Yep.
Give me like 20%, 25% or something like that.
Oh, you got to get them lawyers involved at that point.
Oh, man. Hey, slide that money. Let's go.
Let's
go.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like we should start a cryptocurrency. And that the whole basis is it's going to be about sports.
Yep.
And we're gonna be buying the Chargers.
Hey, don't tell everybody on.
Oh, wait, NDA, everybody, NDA.
Sign an NDA. It's coming out there.
Hey, no, but the Bolt fam is gonna be part of it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, a team financed by cryptocurrency. That could go good. It could go real bad.
Yeah.
So who's your Chargers player game of the victory? I would say I'm gonna pick it. Q's gonna have a good game. I'm gonna say QJ.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say QJ.
I mean, the safe bet's going to be Allen just because he's done everything he needs to do every
but he's going to get double teamed the whole time.
For sure.
I'm going to say Kenneth Murray. I think he's going to get a forced fumble situation. Yeah.
Oh, Staley's 4-1 in the AFC North.
Yeah, Aether was saying something about that. And I think the one game that he lost was against the Ravens, though. So,
there you go.
There we go.
Chris B's in for 5,000 Doge on our
Dogecoin. Dojies.
Yeah.
We are an alternative band. It's pretty cool. Who plays what instrument? I'm lead vocals. And the DJ, by the way.
I'll play the
30%
drums. I'm pretty good in the drums on Rock Band back in the days, dude. Let's go. Kyle's got to be the guitarist with that beard.
No, bassist.
Bassist.
Bass guitar.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I heard from my friend who works at NFL Network says Big Dicker, the kicker, is his name. The locker room dude is packing. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Size does matter.
I think the Bolt babes need to go hit him up then.
That's it.
Yeah, is Bosa digressing? Yes, I would.
Yeah,
I think he's done. He's no longer going to be a Charger. I think this is the end of the season. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, please.
The hard thing with Bosa is that he's gone through so many injuries.
Yeah.
It takes a toll on your body. Every time you get injured, you start slowing down more and more, and it's just your body's never 100% when it comes back. It's hard.
Yep.
Yeah, so Herbert's got a big game. Here we go. Like that.
You got to control the clock. That's a big issue with this. I mean, last couple games we've left them the ball to basically win the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do better at that. And there is a side that like the whole Kellen Moore rushing offense or being quicker to the next snap, basically just kind of a up-tempo type situation. And I'm like, come on, man, we don't need to really rush too much. You know, we could kind of use that 40 seconds to kind of, pace the game out a little bit, guys.
Right.
Keenan, so Bolt Tilo? Elio? 93.
Yeah.
Keenan, 12 receptions, 165 yards, two touchies. I like that.
I would imagine this would be a game that he'd be like, I'm mad about those 2 drops from the last game. Like, because they were potential touchdowns and extending drives. Like, he's mad about that. So you would imagine that he's going to come out and just ball in this game.
Yeah, I was just saying, Pablo, someone needs to walk up to QJ and just slap him right in the face. Bow! Bam! Wake him up.
What was that back in the days? There was like an Eagles or was it like Albert Hainsworth or somebody like that back in the days?
Punch him in the face.
He would just get slapped in the face before he goes out there. And he's like, oh, he's like this big old huge dude, 6'5", like 320. I don't know how big a dude was. He was big.
Get some of those smelling salts too.
Yeah.
Get a couple of nose whiffs of those. That'll wake you right.
Maybe
up.
They need to get some.
What Scott Matlock did.
A
lot of times he was like,
oh, maybe they need to get some blue chews. Didn't somebody talk about that?
Somebody
talk about that? I swear one player talked about. I think it was Chad Johnson. He said he would take
Ocho.
He would take Viagra before he go and play a game. He'd be all balling out there.
Literally and physically, dude.
Wow. Playing with the flashlight out
got that. This Bolt Bros segment's brought to you by Blue Chews.
Blue Chews. Hey, we got all kinds of people who need sponsor us.
Right.
Low Supply and Blue Chews. Here we go.
The collab, bro.
Here we go. Two tutties. Yeah, I like that, dude. Look, I think they need to get him more involved. I mean, jet sweeps, all the other stuff too.
Yeah,
I really think. We have standards. Oh, especially since for all the Charger fans. Okay, got it. Okay, got a question for you. Last time we played Sunday night football, AFC North team. What happened? 41-37 over the Steelers. Wow, interesting, cool.
Yeah, that was a while ago, and that was I remember watching that with my buddy who was a Steelers fan. That was 2018. What is that? The last time we played Saturday Night Football? No, we didn't. Didn't we go to a Saturday Night Football game earlier this year?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it was specifically AFC North.
Yeah, AFC North. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good point too. I do think here we go. We need some guys with like all kinds of like, prayer hands on the neck and all that, like spider web tattoos.
Dude, I mean, like you go and hear what like Nick Sirianni talks about with his team. He's like, man, I build from the lines. Like it's going to be the O line and the D line. I'm always going to build every single draft on that. And you win and lose games that way. Bobby Ross, legendary coach. He's still the most legendary coach for the Chargers because he got us to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
You win and lose games at the lines. And if you don't basically have good lines, you're going to lose pretty much. And you look at how the Lions play. I mean, their O-line is just nasty. Their D-line is nasty.
Yep.
I mean, they play with a different level and different gears. And you need to have strong D-lines, O-lines.
I think that's pretty funny. I think it's pretty hilarious. Yeah. We need to scout the prisoners in death row.
Yeah.
I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I think Darius needs to get more involved. It has been interesting. Yeah. Even line him up in the backfield with Eckler, right? Or Kelly, right? And have him just go out in motion. You could literally just have him just run out to the side, like line up, whoop, he just runs out to the side. Throw him the ball immediately and then just make it a real quick screen. I mean, there's a lot of easy ways you could just scheme people open. It's just, I don't know.
Double reverse is another thing too that I've thought about.
Yep.
Like get him to be the second guy touching the ball, force them to kind of go one direction, and then you just throw him around the other side. He could have an open field. Just take it to the house. Touchy, baby.
Touchy. Yeah, and we're right there with you, Chris. I mean, it's frustrating to see where this team goes. Yeah, if we do win, it's going to be a shootout. Wow, 47-42. That's just
that'll be fun. That'll be fun to watch. And just hopefully it ends up our direction. Hopefully we win.
Yeah. Yeah, we need some nasty boys.
Nasty boys.
Nasty boys. We would play the song, but we'd get booted off YouTube because
of course
YouTube hates us right now.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, and again, we are struggling. I mean, look, I just really truly feel that at the end of the day, we need to
almost British sounding.
What?
Chargers facking?
Chargers facking?
He's trying to do it because of the censorship.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the censorship. Okay, cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this one ain't. Kyle, okay.
Kyle did it.
Oh, Kyle. You a nasty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we lose this game, it's done. I don't think there's a chance we can make the playoffs at that point.
I mean, they'd have to run the table at that point.
Yeah, they would have
to run the table.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, there's tiebreakers. I mean, the tiebreaker essentially would be the Bills,
right?
Probably, and we play them later on the Peacock.
On the Peacocks.
Yeah, and so
Saturday Night Football.
Yeah. So, it would be very tough at that point. Very tough. I mean, based upon the consistency of this team, it's very hard to think, you're going to run the table from that point. So,
yeah. They're beating Alabama. They're beating the Bama. Yeah, and Davis has been off this season. I don't know how to describe. It's weird. He hasn't looked back at the ball. What was your story you were saying?
Oh, he was talking about so in the preseason or before the season, there was an interview with Terrell Owens and Michael Davis. I remember we watched this one, but basically Terrell Owens was asking Michael Davis, how many times do you go and how many balls do you catch after practicing your interceptions? He's like, maybe 6 or 7 balls after practice. He's like, 6 or 7 balls, that's it, dude? And Michael Davis kind of had a look on his face I mean,
why would I do that?
Why would I do anything more?
Yeah, what you need is man, those are some rookie numbers. Yeah, man, you need to work those numbers up.
You got to pump them up.
Yeah, you make money getting interceptions. If you get a lot of interceptions, I mean, what is it, Deron Bland or whatnot from the Cowboys? I mean, that dude, he's got 6 pick sixes, I think now.
Yeah.
He's NFL record. That guy's going to get paid. NFL, or if you're a cornerback getting picks, you're going to get paid. That's a big part of your game.
Look at what's his nugget, dude.
Yeah,
J.C. Jackson.
Yeah, he got his bag, and then he just no, I'm done.
Yeah, he's good.
Dude, that guy's a clown, dude.
Yeah. So frustrating.
And Bolt Babes, if you want, you can buy something in the store, merch store. Yeah, but we're going to be back up and running in January. At least that's what we're remotely told.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Whatever. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, but it's good. We're trying to clean up our content as much as we possibly can.
I got an idea. I can throw up my Venmo. Y'all can just Venmo me.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I don't know about that. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No, but yes, Bull Babes, where are you going to be? You said you're going to be by the tacos. There's 8 taco places.
Talk about it? Are you?
Yeah, which taco place you're going to be near? Yeah, and J.C. Jackson's already been a complete clown anyways over there with the Patriots, right? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with this team, folks. Yeah. It'll be very, very interesting to see what happens with this team. I truly believe, though, that at the end of the day, I don't know, man. This is going to be a weird year, man. Yeah. Let me say this. We lose this game, I think things can go in motion, right? I do think that. So, again, if we lose this game, guys, let's say we lose badly. Is Brandon Staley going to get fired? Yes or no in the chat.
I love how we're getting in the cuss words. We're now saying it in different ways now.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, it's good. Looking for the Chargers to blow out the Ravens.
Oh, exactly, dude. And then we could all say exactly, dude. That's where it's dude, this team just makes me have gray hair. You can see my beard on the camera. I got a little bit more gray going in there because it's dude, you blow it against the Packers, but then you come back and beat one of the better teams. Yeah. That's literally, dude, in a nutshell, that's the Chargers. Every single freaking year. It's so annoying. Just gets my blood boiling just thinking about it, dude.
I think Tom Telesco, I think it's time. His time is over, in my opinion. I think they have to figure. Look, so I completely forgot to bring this up. J.C. Jackson, to me, he's been the he's sort of the last straw, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's an $85 million error on not only Telesco but Brandon Staley. Clearly, they both wanted him here.
Yeah.
But Telesco did a terrible job negotiating him, overpaying him for sure. And secondarily, Brandon Staley probably said, hey, I want this guy. He's going to make my defense work. And so he went out and did it. And it didn't work. So I just think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Aether says he's got okay, here we go. This is his last thought. Here we go.
This is my off-season bold prediction. Chargers will hire Harbaugh and keep Moore as OC. Chargers win 13-4, play in conference championship game. Look, man, like it would be an interesting thing to try to bring in a head coach, and then you bring in obviously a different GM at that time. I don't know who it would be, but I really think there's a plan behind Kellen Moore. And to be honest, we got to keep consistency at that OC position, specifically for Justin Herbert, man.
Yep.
And so we got to basically find a way to make that happen. Now, would Jim Harbaugh be okay with that? That's probably a contingency that they'll probably add in the contract.
Yep.
Like you need to keep Kellen Moore there kind of thing. So
I think Aether left out the fact that he wanted to get Justin Jefferson to the Chargers too.
Oh,
or else he owes me $200 bills. Yeah.
$200.
Oh,
Hey,
you're trying to say that.
You better get that Venmo link warmed up, son.
Yeah.
Justin,
real good.
Justin Jefferson actually just deleted all his socials too.
Yeah, he
so
did.
I don't know what that is
did,
about.
yeah.
So
All right.
See,
so here he is coming to the
right.
Chargers, boys. There we go.
If he does, then I guess I owe Aether $200. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's what's so frustrating. And if you listen to what was that guy's name that started talking about how annoying it was that the Chargers lost to the Packers. They talk about the schedule gets so much easier now.
Yeah.
And they lose that freaking game to the stupid Packers.
It's a long time.
It's like, dude, you could go on a run. Like, again, you'll probably be 500 when you hit the Ravens. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you get New England, should beat them. Denver, you should technically beat Denver. The Raiders, you should beat the Raiders.
Right, just sweep the Raiders. Please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could beat the Bills. The Bills are a good team, but they're struggling.
Yep.
So we could go on a nice run. And it's like, good God, dude. Like, it's just
like
so
the bad
frustrating.
time to lose. Time to lose.
It just goes to show you, man. It's just tough. It's tough. Yeah, again, you're right, Dan. And again, I think that's a big part of the conversation. I think that's kind of why top to bottom, if there is a change, I think you should make a big change. You know, you should just make it happen, you know?
Yep.
Chargers loses the game, fire Staley, elevate Moore, see what they have with him. I agree. Yeah. Finish year 9-8. We get Harbaugh, keep Moore, trade for Pitts.
I was thinking about Kyle Pitts the other day, man. Just getting the Chargers from the East, do a trade with them to be able to go to the Falcons to the West. Get Kyle Pitts over here. Like, I was thinking about him the other day, man. I mean, there's a lot going on with the Falcons, and they're underperforming quite a bit over there too. So
big time. Yep.
Who knows, man? And the Out of Your Falcon Mind guys reached out to us because they wanted to have us on a podcast, but schedules couldn't link up. So maybe we'll have that collab some other time.
Kyle. Here we go.
Yeah, see?
My baby. Herbert will not play the Super Bowl.
Now he's double or nothing? Is that what's double or nothing over here?
No, but he's saying that also, like, he won't play it under Telesco. I mean, I believe that bet too, so I'm not taking that bet. I mean,
I won't take that.
We're
bet.
not
take that bet.
We're not going to the Super Bowl with Tom Telesco at all. I can guarantee that.
Yeah. There's a lot to be said about all this, man. Yeah, well, and again, the cap space is going to be pretty interesting, guys. They're by the way, don't even get me started on firing Marty Schottenheimer. I was pissed.
That was
actually, I was struggling to even be a Charger fan after that. I was pretty angry, man, because I liked Marty a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should wrap up. We're a little over an hour now. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a lot to be said about that. So, all right, maybe we give our thoughts here. Kyle, you want to go, or James, or you want me to go?
Yeah, you roll.
Okay, so I'll just say this, guys. I think this game is it. This is for all the marbles, in my opinion. This is it. Like, I think we lose this game, season's done. I hope the Chargers, let me put it this way. If we lose this game, they should let Staley go, period. 30th ranked defense the entire time he's been here as a head coach. 30th.
Yeah.
And when I got JC Jackson, he's a bust. He's stuck with these old players. They're all busts. Well, except Mack has been good.
Yep.
Kendricks has been okay, But honestly, I think Deion Henley would probably be better than Kendricks right now. I think, I put the rookie and see what he can do. He's faster at least. So I just feel like these are the things that are kind of the final things for me.
Yeah. I'll do my final thoughts. So
there's still a chance.
There's still
17% chance.
Yeah. It's
at 9-8. At 9-8.
It's diminishing by every game.
Yes.
Here. So, and my final thoughts of this is that we had such a short little stint there for those 2 games against the Bears and the Jets where you're like, wow, we figured it out. We turned a corner.
Yep.
And then the next 2, we just blow it again. And so, great point.
Why don't you sign Tranquil and just get another wide receiver or somebody else?
Great point.
Yep.
And so, we got to find continuity again with this team, a complementary based team. And I feel like offensively we're there, and then the defense blows it again. I felt like last week we were there, but the offense basically kind of blew it. So we're kind of not complementing each other, and we're not being complementary based football. So my hopes is that we get into that rotation again. We lose 2, we win 2, we lose 2, and then we go back into the winning 2
and win 4 straight.
Win 4 straight, and then we're like, okay, Charger fans are back on board here, boys.
NFL's rigged at that moment. Then I'm done with it.
The schedule ahead does get easier for us, so we'll see what happens. I'm always going to be a positive guy regardless. So,
I'm just frustrated that we should have had the Packers win.
We should be at much a 5-5 record right now, so which is sad. But on to you, Kyle.
Yeah, the truth is, I feel like going 10-7 is a bit of a stretch for me mentally at this point. I think at best we can do is 9-8. And I think that's definitely not going to get us into the playoffs, So, I feel like for this Ravens game, we got to find a way just to contain Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
And we really just got to stop him from running. But as you can see from the stats, it's no other team has been able to really do it.
Yep.
And and I'm just, what I'm going to be most frustrated for is if Zay Flowers has a good game, because
just grind it in just a little further.
Grind it in even more, man, because he literally got picked up right before us, or no, right after us.
Right after us.
Yeah, right after us. And so it's here it is. So fingers crossed that QJ figures it out, and that way we can kind of silence some of the naysayers at least. But if Zay Flowers has 1 more yard than QJ, people are still going to be up in about it,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. We could easily be 9-1, 2-5. Yeah, even all the above.
Easily. Yeah, there's a couple games
Karma.
we shouldn't have lost. Yeah.
Karma.
Yep.
It's rough, dude. Last year offense problem, second half. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Look, he's our head coach, and he won't give up the play calling duties. And I just don't. He's so focused on what he thinks is right.
Yeah,
it's not working, dude. So proof's in the pudding, man. Figure it out. Just do what works.
Just to say one more final thought. I would say if we did bring in Kellen Moore and put him as a head coach, fire the whole defensive staff, and bring in a new defensive coordinator, I think I would be fine with that. Yeah. I think it makes sense. If you were to say I don't know, I was saying Sean McDermott, if he gets let go from the Bills, dude, bring him as a defensive coordinator. I think it'd be a phenomenal pairing.
Yep.
At that point,
I feel like at the same time though too is bottom line is if we did fire any coach, then our season's done at that point. Basically,
it's like waving the white flag.
We're not expecting anything to happen for the rest of the season, so that's it. So. However, that happened with the Raiders. They fired their coach, and they still made it to the playoffs. So so anything's possible. But and that's why it would be a decent idea to fire Brandon Staley and then bring in Kellen Moore, let him get a little bit of experience as a head coach.
Yeah,
and then what happens later in the offseason.
I always think about the Raiders when they fired Chucky.
Yeah.
Right.
And Rich Bisaccia.
Yeah, Rich Bisaccia came in. Yeah. He did a great job.
Yeah.
And so it's he should have still been the head coach. Everyone loved him.
Yeah.
So it's just stupid, man. And by the way, don't even get me started on those.
Oh God.
I thought about. I had a nightmare about that last night. I was just so annoyed.
Right.
Woke up in cold sweat.
Third one. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I'm so scared.
Well, see, and that's kind of my point, right? I think basically at this point, the team has just lost confidence, right? They get tight, they get timid.
Yeah.
And I think a new regime would be a good thing.
Yeah,
it needs to go. Needs to go.
Doubt, dude.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
All righty, guys. Well, like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for supporting us.
See you guys, Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros.
Let's
go.